All right, I have a lot of things to talk about, so I'm just gonna get right into it, starting off with my earrings. Just a few months ago, I decided that I wanted to wear more jewelry or just wear more earrings in general, because I never wear earrings. If you've watched all my other videos, for the most part, when it comes to earrings, the most I'll do are studs, right? Just like really tiny, small studs. But then recently, I started paying attention to a lot of people wearing hoop earrings and just more bold jewelry. And I love the way it looks because right now we're not really wearing a lot of lipstick or a lot of makeup, so I figured it'd be a fun experiment. So I picked up 3 pieces from Ana Luisa, and I found out about Ana Luisa from doing a little bit of research on sustainable jewelry. So their brand popped up and they offset 100% of their carbon emissions, starting from the materials that they source down to the waste that they throw away, essentially. I thought that was really cool because I've been trying to research every brand that I work with and also brands that I bring into my life, things that I buy, etc. So yeah, I think that everyone should kind of research brands. I mean, we have a lot of time now, right? So we have the capacity to research and stuff. So they're having a sale right now too, so check out the link in the description box. But yeah, so I picked up these hoop earrings, but before I got into these, I picked up 2 more because I wanted to make sure that I can graduate to bigger hoop earrings like this. And so I picked up these guys right here. These are called the Venus. They're little teeny tinies. And I figured this would be good for kind of like an everyday hoop earring. They're not big at all. So I figured, you know, like I'll wear these for a while, kind of like work my way up to it. So these aren't big at all, but to me, because I never really wore anything besides studs, these were massive to me. So I wore these for a day and they were like super nice and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'll go on to the next pair. So I picked up these. These are called the Cuidado. Okay, so the Venus is $59. The Cuidado is $65, and they kind of look like a hoop earring, but they're a bit more oval, just kind of like a teardrop in a way. So I wore these and I actually really like these. I probably wear these the second most, and I'll tell you why. So this right here, it's got a good weight to it. It's not too heavy, but it feels substantial, and yeah, it feels pretty solid. So it's really nice. And then these, I actually wear the most, even though they're the biggest. These are called the Tia Medium Gold, and they are $55. I think they're on sale for $49 right now. But these are hollow, so they're actually really light and they're really comfortable. So that's why I've been wearing those a lot, and I really like the way they feel on. They're just nice and lightweight, and they kind of, whenever I shake my head, I can kind of feel it a little bit, so it's nice to know that they're on. I really like how I feel whenever I have them on. I feel like I can conquer the world in some sort of way. Like, I feel like it's a superhero piece. Yeah, hoop earrings, totally new to me. I know it's not new to most of you, but it's super exciting for me, so I had to include that in my favorites. All right, so moving on, when it comes to music, I've been making playlists for Worldwide FM, and I put one out every single week. Or no, every single month. I'll do like an hour set list and then post it. So those are my favorite jams of whatever the month is, right? But one thing that I left out was Geneva Jacuzzi. So I saw her open for John Mouse about 2 years ago. Her performance was stunning. It was just unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. The music doesn't sound like anything of our time. It's kind of like 80s, a lot of synthesizers, a bit post-punk, dancey in a way. Really good music to work out to, oddly enough. Really good music to make dinner to because it gets me kind of moving. Really good stuff. She's super talented. I'll leave some songs in the description box if you guys want to check her out. Oh, so a few months ago I moved into this house right here. So it's a much smaller place than my last place. So I got rid of a lot of my furniture. Well, I didn't really get rid of it. I just loaned it to my friends. Yeah, I really like the idea of how a lot of Japanese homes or homes in cities, they kind of, well, especially Japanese homes, because I have all these like Japanese home books back here, and I really like how they have, like, they love things, right? They're not like minimalists. There are minimalists out there, but like they collect records, they collect toys and bandanas and t-shirts, just a bunch of random tchotchkes and a lot of hobby things, and that's how I am. I'm not a minimalist. I know a lot of people have called me a minimalist, but I am not at all. And I feel like such a phony whenever people call me that because I love collecting things. Anyway, so I found 2 websites. Actually, the first one Camilla sent me. It's the IKEA catalog archive, oddly enough. So everything from like every catalog from the 1950s all the way up until currently. They kind of scanned every page, and I flipped through, and especially in the 70s and 80s, a lot of the things that they have, it's kind of timeless in a way, in the way that they move things around. I just love how they use color. I love color. And also how they position furniture in ways that I would never think about before. So I've been moving things around in my home. The second thing for inspiration that I want to talk about is Architectural Digest Clever. So Architectural Digest, to me, is not really within reach. Like every time I flip through my magazine, every time I watch the tours on ID or AD, it's really nice, you know, but for the most part, I look at it and I'm like, these are just rich people with a lot of resources, and it just didn't seem like the life that I wanted to live. I really want a lived-in house with like furniture that's a little bit fucked up because I use it, you know? So I found out about Clever, which is also Architectural Digest, and it's great because it's a little bit more like of my age, or of people who are younger, people who live in apartments, people who want to zhuzh up like a rental apartment. It's a little bit grittier. It's not what I think when I normally think of Architectural Digest. So it's more on my vibe. I hope that makes sense. That's the reason why I shoot so many apartment tours of my friends' apartments too, because everyone has a different style and different incomes and different goals and different lifestyles. I wanted to capture that and not just like a bunch of celebrities with mansions and really nice homes, which is nice as well. I just like a bit more variety, and I think Clever offers that. So I recently pulled out my bikes from the shed in the back and started riding around a lot. So I have, well, right now I have 3 bikes in my living room, and 2 of them are mine. I have an old Raleigh from the 70s, which is a really fun bike. It's super heavy, but it's like riding a classic car in a way. The only thing is that it's a little bit heavy, so bringing it up and downstairs is not that fun. And then I have a Linus Duchy, which is a 3-speed, kind of like a cruiser bike. And that's great for if I'm just, you know, messing around, going to get coffee, going on a picnic or something like that. Anyway, so those are my 2 bikes, right? And then Maddie dropped off her bike, and I've been riding that one around, and it's from Tokyo Bike. It's called the Bizu, and it's only 26 pounds. Super lightweight, so it's easy for me to bring it up and down the stairs. And I took that out as my workout bike, and it's been so fun. What I'm saying is that if you have a bike at home, maybe take it to your bike repair shop and have them go through it and kind of adjust things and start taking your bike out, because it's super fun, and I've been really enjoying it because I don't really get that much outdoor time besides the time that I walk around and stuff, and I kind of got so used to doing my walk routines and my hiking routines, so having a bike option is so fun, and it's getting me motivated to work out again. I wake up thinking about biking, and I'm super excited about it. And then also my friend Brennan gave me a helmet from the company that he's the art director for. The company is called 1000, and before I started riding my bike every day, I didn't really notice helmets, but then now I see them all around LA. I see them everywhere, like in ads, like in photos. Yeah, people love this helmet, and it's modeled after like the 60s and 70s motorcycle helmet designs. So I found a photo of Francois Hardy wearing a white helmet with red and blue, and so I got a helmet that looks just like that, and I'm really excited to wear it out. So what I'm saying is that if you're gonna bike, then take care of yourself and also be careful. I started carrying around this basket as my purse. Isn't it so cute? My friend Katie Dalebout went to the general store in Venice and found this basket, or a similar basket, and she was carrying it around a ton. And I'm like, wow, that's so practical, and I never really carry around a purse. I actually talked to my therapist about that recently because I forgot a bunch of stuff. And I usually always carry jackets, or have jackets that have pockets. And she pointed out that the reason why I don't carry around purses is because when I was younger, my mom always had her bag stolen from her, like yanked out of her hand, stolen out of her grocery cart. Yeah, it just always happened to her, and it was always consistent. And I remember thinking at a very young age that that's just what happens to women. But purses are awesome, and they're such a great accessory, and they carry everything. They're totally practical. So my therapist told me to just start with on the low end, so carry around tote bags, which I do from time to time. And then I figured this basket would be, this is such a long story, right? I figured this basket would be a good alternative to like a nice leather Hermes or something like that. I usually have a scarf right on top just to keep everything kind of hidden in there, and it makes it look kind of neat in a way too. So yeah, I've been loving carrying around this basket, and I also hook it onto my bike too, which you do have to be careful with if you're not that experienced. If you're gonna hook it around your bike handle, then just be careful with it. So I don't wear makeup every day, and I certainly don't wear foundation every day. And so whenever I find the need to, like if I have a Zoom call or something like that, or just something important where I have to be photographed or videoed, I've been wearing like skincare benefits or foundations with skincare benefits, right? So like a BB cream or something that has like in a serum format or something like that, right? So I've been using this one from INQUIRES, and I really like it because you don't use that much at all. It comes with this little tiny, super skinny pipette like this, and it gives you just about, in one pipette, it gives you only about like 3 drops, and that's all I use on my entire face. It just creates like a very sheer layer of foundation, so you can still see my freckles underneath. You can still see pigmentation if there's anything. You can also layer, obviously, but I like those little things peeking through because it makes it look more like skin. I like foundations like this because it's sheer enough to even out my skin without kind of ruining the dimensional aspects. So you can still see freckles, you can still see tone. It's not just like a flat canvas where you still have to sculpt out and contour and highlight and all that stuff, which is also fun sometimes, but for the most part, I don't really do that every day. Oh, so I've been using this on my hair recently. This is the Amika Flash Instant Shine Mask. It's so great. So you just apply it in, I do it once a week, so I do it right after I wash my hair, and I use it in lieu of a conditioner. From root to tip and leave it in there for a few minutes. When I come out, my hair feels like straw, but in like the best way. Just super smooth, super sealed, and it's nice and shiny and lively, and oh man, it just makes everything look good. And I have, like, my hair down here is color treated, so it's been bleached and toned in a way, so it's meant to look more silver, but sometimes if I don't use enough like silver shampoo, like I've been using Buster Brass, which is like cool blonde color correcting kind of shampoo and conditioner. If I use this too much, then my hair will become kind of greenish because it's kind of just adding too much color to my hair. So I'll only use this like once a week, and then I'll use this as a conditioner or in lieu of conditioner once a week, and it just makes everything look so lively and dimensional, and yeah, it's really cool. If you're looking for something to add shine to your hair, this is a great treatment without having to go to a salon. All right, so I never put that much thought into this, but the other day I was in my bathroom and I looked over and I realized that my shower curtain puts me in like such a good mood because it's such a colorful piece, and it takes over my entire bathroom essentially because my bathroom's pretty small. But my friend Shiva gave me the shower curtain from Quiet Town right before I moved into this place right here, and yeah, it's just so bright and so happy, and every time I see the colors in my bathroom I just feel calm and happy and bright. And it's made from this like heavy, it's almost like a sail material. It's so heavy, and like cotton canvas too, so you can wash it as well. Another thing that I never put much thought into are these towels right here. So I've had these towels for almost 3 years now. They're from Good Linens, and I buy towels pretty often, and I've had these for 3 years. I've used them consistently, and it wasn't until my friend Katie asked me where I got my towels that I was like, oh yeah, I've had these for 3 years, because every other towel that I've had, I rotate them out so quickly. Also, if you have towels, like, you know, the plushy towels, and they're discolored, if they're just destroyed and such, just from a lot of wear and tear, what you can do is donate it to your local vet or animal shelter, and they'll take it in. Like, they can always use it, so they're always happy to take it in. Anyway, so I've had these towels for so long and I've never put much thought into it, and then I realized recently that they're damn good towels. They've lasted so long. They've become more absorbent the more I use them. They're full-size towels, but they fold down really small, so they save space. The last thing I want to talk about is a coat from Madewell. It's a liner coat that I've been wearing a lot, and every time I wear it on my Instagram, people always ask me about it, and I always send the links out, but I just thought I'd put a few words in about it here because it's such a comfortable coat. It feels like you're wearing a blanket essentially. It's just so nice, and it's got a ton of pockets, and it's reversible. So there's a brown side, you can flip it inside out, and there's a green side. and it looks great with hoodies layered underneath it. It's just a great coat all around. I love the way they style it on the website as well. So yeah, if you're in the market for a layerable jacket slash coat, check out the Madewell coat, because I feel like you get 2 in 1 essentially, because it's versatile. Yeah, that's everything I have here. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.